Hello everyone. In this video, we will discuss what the elasticity of supply is and how the shape of the supply curve affects elasticity. Our main focus today is upward sloping linear supply curves. According to the law of supply, when price increases, quantity supplied increases. But how much does it increase? To understand this how much, we use the concept of elasticity. Let us understand this with the help of a graph. On one axis of our graph, we have price of pizza, and on the other axis, we have quantity of pizza. Now we draw an upward sloping linear supply curve. On this curve, we take a point A. Point A shows that when the price is 4, the quantity supplied is 2. Now we increase the price from 4 to 10 and move along the supply curve to a new point. At point B, the price is 10 and quantity supplied is 5. As you can see, a change in price leads to a change in quantity supplied. This change is in units, but elasticity is based on percentage changes. Elasticity of supply helps us analyze how much quantity supplied changes in percentage terms when price changes by a certain percentage. For example, 1%, 2% or 5%. A simple formula for elasticity of supply is shown on the screen. Percentage change in quantity supplied divided by percentage change in price. Expanding this formula, percentage change in quantity supplied is new quantity minus old quantity divided by old quantity. And percentage change in price is new price minus old price divided by old price. Elasticity of supply is the ratio of these two expressions. Now let us calculate elasticity. We have 2 points A and B. We treat point A as the old values and point B as the new values. In other words, price and quantity supplied have changed from point A to point B. After substituting the values into the formula, we obtain an elasticity of 1. This is called unit elasticity. Now let us see how different shape of supply curves affect elasticity. We add two more supply curves, S2 green curve and S3 yellow curve. The yellow curve S3 is steeper compared to the other curves, and the green curve S2 is flatter. All these curves intersect at the same point. At this point, the price is 4 and quantity is 2. Now we increase the price from 4 to 10 and move along all three curves. The change in price is the same for all three curves. The price increases from 4 to 10, but the change in quantity supplied is different. The yellow curve shows a smaller increase in quantity supplied. Quantity supplied increases from 2 to 3. Therefore, elasticity is lower in this range. The blue curve shows a large increase in quantity supplied. Quantity supplied increases from 2 to 5. Therefore, it is relatively more elastic than the yellow curve in this range. The green curve shows the largest increase in quantity supplied. Quantity supplied increases from 2 to 8. Therefore, it is the most elastic in this range. If we now express these changes in percentage terms using the elasticity formula, we can clearly calculate and compare the elasticity of supply for each curve. The elasticity of supply of a linear supply curve depends on where the curve intersects the axis. If a linear supply curve passes through the origin, meaning both price and quantity are 0 at the intercept, then the elasticity of supply is equal to 1 at every point on the curve, regardless of its slope. For example, the blue curve. If linear supply curve intersects the quantity axis, then the elasticity of supply is less than 1 at every point on the curve. In this case, quantity supplied changes proportionally less than price. For example, the yellow curve. If linear supply curve intersects the price axis above the origin, then the elasticity of supply is greater than 1 at every point on the curve. In this case, quantity supplied changes proportionally more than price. For example, the green curve. I hope this clears the concept of elasticity of supply.